Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to learn lesson number 5, that is family values. Okay, children. So now what is family values? We will learn in detail. Okay, what are the values? What is everything? And in detail we are going to learn. Now, children, what is family? It is a group of people living together. Okay, it is what? It is a group of people living together who come from the same ancestor. Okay, ancestor means your forefathers. Okay, your parents. Okay, so you all are group of people which are living together in a house. Okay, yes, that is called as family. Now, what are values, children? Values are persons or societies beliefs about good behavior and what things are important. Okay, so now what are family values? Together, what is family values? Family values are the traditional or cultural values, okay, that relate to the family structure, function, roles, beliefs, attitudes, and ideals. Okay, so see, children, even in our family, you must have observed that every family has certain rules, certain traditionals, culture. Their cultures are different. Okay, they have certain disciplines, they have certain belief systems. Okay, so this together it constitute about family values. Okay, children, now moving ahead, what do you mean by role in decision making? Okay, children, see, for example, what happens in a family. Okay, children, in a family, okay, everyone is different, each individual is different. Okay, we live together in a family. Every person likes and dislikes are different. Okay, it's not necessary that if you like one vegetable, your brother or sister is going to like the same vegetable. It's not necessary, children. Okay, they may have certain likes and they may have certain dislikes. Okay, like I told you, every individual is different. So through thoughts and opinions can also differ, children. Okay, yes, like for example, you were watching a movie, and if you like certain game, okay, if you are watching a game, what happens, you like it. Okay, you like it and you're giving your opinion, no, this game is much better. Okay, or the cricket is much better than basketball. But it's not necessary that your friend is going to like that. He or she is going to say that, no, yes, cricket is only good, basketball is not. He or she may like basketball more than cricket. Okay, so yes, here again, like thoughts and opinions are also different. We ourselves are different from others. Okay, you as an individual, you are different from your family members. As an individual, I'm saying. Okay, the person, your likes, dislikes, your thoughts, your opinions, they are different from others. Okay, but see, children, what happens, our thoughts and opinions, if they can match. Okay, see, there are group of people who will enjoy watching cricket match. Okay, so what is happening here, you are actually, you people are, there are people who will enjoy your thoughts and your opinions are going to match with the people who like certain kind of games. Okay, so it is not going to happen that always everyone has different opinions. There are sets of people with whom your mind, your opinions, your thought is going to match on various topics, on not only on sports, in drawing, in coloring pictures. Okay, even different wearing different kinds of clothes. Okay, in various topics. Okay, it's not necessary. Okay, children, then we have love and affection for each other. Yes or no, children? This is very important that we have love and affection for each one of us. Okay, it's not about your family only, it's about the friends, your society where you are living in. Okay, children, so see, for example, you had a fight with your friend or your brother or sister, but are you going to continue that fight for throughout your life? No. For example, you had a fight in the morning. Okay, but in the evening, what happens, as you love, okay, as you love your brother or sister, or as you love your friend, okay, you forget that and you actually forgive your friend, and you actually start, what you will do, you actually start, you will stop the fight over there and you will continue your friendship. Okay, you will continue to love and give affection to that person. Okay, so this is again important, children. We take care of each other and are concerned about other people's well-being, right? As a human, okay, we are surrounded with emotions, children. We take care of each other, even our family members. It's not compulsory that, children, you will only take care of your family members. You will not take care of the people who are living with you, who are your neighbors, who are living in a society. You are supposed to take care of everyone. Okay, you should also take care of the animals also. So it is important that we we take care of each other. Okay, children. Then see, children, you must have also observed that we talk to each other before making decisions. For example, children, in your family, okay, there are certain there comes a time when you have to your family members have discuss, okay, certain topic. For example, let us take that you have to go for a vacation. Okay, you have to go for during a Diwali vacation, you have to go for a visit. Okay, you are planning to go out. So you are deciding which place to go. Okay, in your family such discussion is going on. So what happens, children? You talk to each other in while making a decision. You talk to each other. Yes. So what happens is that even you give your suggestion to your parents that, oh, with this time we will visit this place. Okay, this is very beautiful. Okay, so and so place is beautiful. Okay, we have not seen this place, let's go and visit this place. Okay, so what are you doing? You are giving your ideas, you're suggesting your ideas, you're giving opinions to your family members. Okay, and basically what you people are doing, you are discussing. Okay, you are discussing that topic. So when in a family, when all the family members sit together and have a discussion about certain topics, then what happens, the outcome of it is positive, because you get you are able to discuss that topic thoroughly. You are able to see all the viewpoints. Like I told you, children, that every individual is different, so the thought process, the way everyone thinks, okay, that will be different. So what happens in this case, children? Here we are able to receive all the opinions, all the ideas from each other. We have an exchange of ideas. Okay, so we consult each other and make decisions that everyone agrees with it. Okay, so at the end, what will happen? You were discussing, you were planning to go out. Okay, so what happens then when you discuss about, okay, your sister will tell some other place, you will tell. So at the end, you come to a conclusion where everyone agrees and you go for it. Okay, so in this way, what happens? We are part of decision making in the family. Okay, you are also part of that. Okay, and this was a small example which I have given. Okay, but what happens in a family? Okay, in life there are certain topics, okay, which are not like this simple basic. Okay, where you just have to decide whether you want to go here or there, but there are certain challenging topics also. Okay, so what happens, it actually helps you to plan. Okay, to plan for it. Okay, now children, what happens when everyone has a role in decision making? Okay, what is the advantage of it? Okay, what is the advantage where everyone is getting a part? Okay, where they are able to share their ideas. Okay, first point here is each person gets the opportunity to say what they think. Okay, see, just imagine a scenario, children, where you are sitting with your family members. Okay, and they are asking your opinion. So you are getting an opportunity, right? You are getting an opportunity to explore, to express your ideas. Okay, even in school also, when teacher is asking you something, okay, when teacher takes your name, okay, he or she please stand up and just share or your ideas, so you feel so good about it. You are getting an opportunity to express your thoughts. Okay, second one is by asking everyone's opinion, the subject is thoroughly discussed from every aspect. Like I told you children, right, this point I have discussed earlier only. By asking everyone's opinion, the subject is thoroughly discussed. Okay, we are able to thoroughly discuss, okay, that topic from every angle, from every aspect. Okay, third one is we feel like more important part of family when we see that our opinion is valued. Just imagine if you have said one place, okay, let's go to Goa, okay, this year let's plan a visit to Goa, and if that idea is being selected by your family members, you feel important. Okay, you feel more important, right? You feel good about it, that my idea was being selected by my family members. Okay, so and you also feel valued about your opinion. Okay children, so this happens when everyone has a role in decision making. So children, it's not only about the family. Okay, it's not only about the decisions which you are making in family. You have a role. Okay, you as a citizen of India, okay, you have a role in decision making about your about the government, about public life also. Okay, so just as we have a role in making decisions in our family, we also have a role in public decision making. Okay, see children, here we are electing the government. Okay, and for example, what happens if the government is not taking care of us properly? So we have whole right, okay, to take a stand against it. Okay, and we can make the changes. Okay, we can do such changes. We feel the need for minor changes in our environment. Okay, so for example, you are living in a society, okay, but there is a problem where people are uh, not properly cleaning your society. Your building is not properly cleaned every time. Okay, so there, okay, there as a member of the society, you can take a stand that he see our building is not getting cleaned properly. We should take an initiative for it. Okay, we should plan certain things so that our building should be, our society should be cleaned and hygienic. Okay, so it is our advantage that everyone has a role in making decisions about changes in our society, in our surroundings. The government we elect makes decisions regarding public matters. Okay, you must have seen in news channels. Okay, whenever the new government is elected, they are actually they get right in making decisions for the welfare of the public. We feel that a decision made, if we feel that a decision made by a government is wrong, okay, where this decision of the government is wrong, okay, this is not in our favor, okay, so we can register our opinion. Okay, we can, like I told you, you have whole right to take a, you have whole right uh, to share your opinion, to register your opinion. Okay, in this way we can be a part of decision making process in public life also children, not only in your family life but in your public life also. Moving ahead children, now you must, since childhood you are listening this word honest and dishonest, honesty and dishonesty. Okay, your parents, your grandparents, your teachers, all are always, they are guiding you. Okay, they are always telling you that you should be honest, come what may, come what may in life. Even if you are facing a problem, you should not take you should not, you should never be dishonest. Okay, you should never lie. Okay, always take a side. Okay, always take a side of honesty. Like you must have heard this proverb also, honesty is the best policy. Okay, your parents, your teachers, they are constantly telling you what is good and what is bad for you in terms of behavior, in your actions, the way you're dealing with your friends. Okay, so they are constantly giving you giving you, they are telling you how you should behave. Okay, they are inculcating good values in you. Okay, so see children, what happens sometimes, we are humans, we are going to make mistakes. Okay, it's not like there is no person in the world who has never made mistakes. Okay, every individual makes mistakes, but it is important that we should learn from it. Okay, we should learn from it. Okay, if we are making a mistake, we should not repeat that mistake again in our life, and we should always try to avoid such mistakes in future. So when we realize that we have made a mistake, we should talk about it openly with our friends and family. Okay children, we should never hide it. Okay, if we are hiding it, we are what we are again, we are walking on a path of dishonesty. Okay, it's okay if you have made a mistake, no problem. Your family, your parents, your teachers, they are going to support you no matter what. Okay, next is, by doing this, when you tell your mistake to your family, friends, your teachers, you learn to be honest and find a way to correct your mistake. Okay, so when when you're not telling about your mistake which you have done, okay, you are hiding that thing. Okay, you are actually lying about it. Okay, so what happens, you are walking on a path which is wrong. Okay, you're, like I told you, you're walking on a path of dishonesty. But when you are honest, okay, when you're honest, when you're telling the truth, okay, you are getting an opportunity to correct your mistake. It is also necessary to be honest and sincere in your work, children. Okay, whatever work, right now you are studying. Okay, study is what, this is your prime, this is this is your prime duty. You're studying, you're taking education, you are learning a sport. Okay, so you should be honest to your work. Okay, you should never cheat here. So we must try hard to keep the trust in any relationship and never cheat. Okay, you are with your friends, with your family, you should never lie to them, you should never cheat to them. Okay, if we are honest, we do not have to be afraid. See children, when you are dishonest, when you are lying, when you're hiding the truth, okay, what happens, there is a small, you become scared that this truth is going to come out one day, right? Some or the other day this truth is going to come out, right? So you start worrying about it, children. Okay, but when you are honest to your work, when you are honest with everyone, there is no place for worrying. Okay, you do not have to be afraid, you will be not scared of anything in life. But if we are dishonest, we lose our self confidence, you will not have confidence. Okay children, you will not have confidence in doing any kind of a work. You will always be worried, you will always have a fear of doing anything in your life. We must be honest at home as well as in public life, children. It is very important that you should be honest with your parents, in your house, in your family members, and also you should be honest in your public life also. Okay, everyone should respect, everyone in the world respect an honest person. Okay, see children, but the person who is dishonest, they will not trust that person, come what may. Okay, but an honest person is going to gain respect from everyone in the society. Okay, there are so many people, honest people in the world, where we give respect, we give huge respect to them, such as APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay, they are the honest person in the society. They gain respect from everyone. Okay, but a dishonest person will never have respect. Okay, honesty actually builds our strength, it is our strength. Okay, moving ahead children, like I told you, you should be honest in your family, but you should always also be honest in public life. Okay, you should be honest in public life also. See children, you must have, whenever you're traveling in local trains or in any train, okay, so you must be hearing the announcement that if you are not supposed to travel without buying a ticket. Okay, so here what is happening, the people who are traveling without a ticket, they are cheating, they are lying, okay, they are dishonest, okay. So what is happens here, what happens of it, children? See, if you are traveling without carrying a ticket and all, you are you are you are actually dishonest with your government, okay, you are dishonest with your government. And also, where if you if you are getting caught because of it, okay, if a person comes for checking, okay, if the TT comes and if he checks you, okay, because of that, what will happen, you have pay the fine for it, okay, you have to pay the fine for it. So it is important that you should always carry the, you should, or whenever you are traveling, you should carry the ticket, okay, with you, you should buy the ticket. Okay, so now if we are honest in our public life, we will get better public services and facilities. See, children, if we are true to the government, okay, they will also think about our future, and they will plan certain schemes for us for the betterment of our life, okay. But if we are not honest, if we are dishonest with our government, they will plan strict rules for us, okay, yes or no, and they won't be in favor of everyone. So honesty can increase efficiency in public life. See, children, when everyone outside, everyone in public life, if they are honest, okay, in doing their work, okay, for example, if everyone follows the traffic rules, okay, there won't be any accidents, right, there won't be any accidents in the on the road, okay. But if the people are not following rules, they are just moving here and there, okay, so this will create what, there won't be, people won't be able to efficiently work, okay, the system will not efficiently work properly, okay. So see, we should be honest to the work which we are doing, okay. Honesty is the best way to increase discipline and efficiency in public life. So if, for example, everyone follows the rules and regulations which are prescribed by the government, okay, then there won't be any problem in the world, okay, there won't be any problem in the society, okay, children. Moving ahead, now next topic is very very important, that is tolerance, okay, children. Now you must have heard this word in your life, that I won't tolerate this thing, okay, that person is intolerant, okay, you must have heard this word, okay. Now what do you mean by tolerance, children? Tolerance means what? Respecting opinions which are different from our own, okay. For example, children, you as a person, you as an individual, I'm just giving you small example, children, okay. You as a person, you like to play cricket, but your friend likes to play basketball. So you are here, what you are doing, you are actually respecting him, okay, yeah, very good, okay, you're not criticizing him that, oh, this game is very bad, why are you supporting basketball, you should come and play cricket, okay, you should not do this, okay, you should, what, you are respecting his or her opinion, that and you are respecting his and her likes and dislikes, okay. Same, this one basic example, we as in India, we our India is a diverse city, okay, it is a diverse nation, okay. Here there is unity in diversity. There are people who belong to different caste community, okay, they have different cultures, okay. We are what, we are a country, we as a nation, we are here, we all the people, they belong to various religions, creeds, cultures, okay, we come from different background, okay. So here what we are doing, we are actually respecting each other. We do what, we actually celebrate all the festivals, we celebrate Ganpati, we celebrate Eid also, we celebrate Christmas also. So what we are doing, we are actually respecting each other's culture. So what we are doing, we are tolerating everything, okay. What we are doing, children, we are tolerating. And Respecting opinions which are different from our own is called as tolerance or broad-mindedness. Okay, children, here when we are broad-minded, okay, where we are supporting, where we are respecting everything around us, okay, we are respecting each one's opinions and everything. Okay, so this makes us what? Us this makes us tolerant, okay, and this makes us good human also. And if we start criticizing everyone, no, your culture is not good, the way you dress is not good, okay, your color is different, I am fair than you, such things are wrong. Okay, this makes us narrow minded. Okay, this makes us narrow minded and become a negative person. Okay, so we should always what we should do, we should always tolerate everything, we should respect everyone. Tolerance has a special significance in our country. People from various religions, creeds, cultures, and following different customs live here. Yes, even you can observe in your building that there are some Gujarati, there are some Punjabis, there are some Bengalis, okay, and there are some Maharashtrians. So every person is different. Okay, their cultures are different. Is why it is necessary for everyone to be tolerant or broad minded. Okay, diversity can be preserved through tolerance only. We can preserve this diversity. If we are not preserving this, if we are not tolerant, then our country will not progress. If we will fight on the name of religion and on the name of caste community, then we are going to suffer, children. It is important that we should respect everyone and we should preserve our diversity. Diversity enriches our social life. It encourages us to think about others with concern. Okay, children, see, for example, here diversity enriches our social life. We are able to celebrate all the festivals. Okay, we are able to celebrate Eid with our friends. So for example, if there is a Maharashtrian and a Maharashtrian person, okay, he or she is having a Muslim friend, a Punjabi friend, so they are able to share their stuff, they are able to celebrate they celebrate all the functions together. So this actually enriches our social life. We can solve problems in our environment by being broad minded. So these are, see children, if we are broad minded, our life will be very good. Okay, but if we are fighting, if we are not tolerating such things, we will lead a very negative life. Nobody will come and help us. Okay, nobody is going to come and help us. So this is important, children. Moving ahead to our last topic, that is gender equality. Gender, children, okay, male, female, and okay, there is another one, that is transgender. Okay, these are the genders that we are supposed to be. We should be give equal importance. Okay, we should give equal importance to everyone in the society. Boys and girls or men and women are equal as humans, children. Okay, every person in the world is they are equal to each other. No one is superior, no one is inferior. Okay, it's not like boys are only superior and girls are inferior to them. Okay, it's not like that, or girls are superior and boys are not. Every individual, God has created everyone equally, so it is our duty that we should respect them. Considering boys and girls to be equal without discrimination is called gender equality, children. Okay, where we are giving respect, where we are treating everyone equally without discriminating, without criticizing them. Okay, then this leads to the better future of the country. Boys and girls must respect one another. See, they should always respect. Boys should give respect to girls, and girls should also respect to boys, give respect to boys. In the company of our friends, okay, let us consider in the company of our friends, we consider all of them to be our equals. Okay, we should not consider that only we should talk to boys, we should not talk to girls, we should not do this, we should not criticize everyone. We must maintain the sense of equality as citizens when we grow up. See children, right now you all are small, but when you will grow up, okay, you will work, you start working in a certain firms, okay, you will do your business, you will some will work as a in government field, okay, some will be working in different sectors. So there, if you will do criticism, if you will discriminate each other, then you won't be able to progress, okay, in that field. So see children, by developing the sense of equality, everyone gets to learn and make progress. See, I'm constantly telling you this thing. If we as a citizen, if we behave properly, then only our country is going to progress. Food, clothing, shelter, health and education are the common needs of men and women. Children, this is a very important point. Every individual, okay, who is living in this society, their basic needs are food, clothing, shelter, health and education. It is their prime right, okay, it is their birthright. So for the purpose of equality, each of these needs must be fulfilled properly. See, just can you imagine children, can you imagine if you are a girl, okay, so you are not supposed to do such things, okay, how will you feel, okay, if your basic needs are not fulfilled, if you're not getting proper food, if you're not getting proper clothes to wear, okay, how you are going to survive, okay. So such discrimination should be stopped. See children, earlier such the discriminations were used to take place, okay, in the rural areas, okay, people used to do this. But now, as everyone is getting educated, they are able to understand that the difference between good and bad. So such practices are what they are stopped now. Earlier what used to happen, only boys were able to go to school and take education, and girls were they were what they were only able, they used to do the household work only, okay. So such things were happening, but now you must have seen that every girl child has got the equal opportunity like boys, okay. So now such things have stopped. So men and women have equal rights to facilitate such as these, okay. So we should the all these facilities uh, are they all are able to utilize them. All such facilities are utilized by both men and women. Men and women must get equal opportunities of progress. Children, it's not that you are women, you are not allowed to do this, you are a boy, you are a man, you are not allowed to do this. Such things should be stopped. So see children, this was our today's chapter, okay. Our chapter is over children.